Hello everybody, what is up? This is Iamchops, and we're back to cast some more Starcraft 2 action for you today. I hope you like the new setup. I've done some things. I'm not going to be messing with some things during this game, and hopefully it looks a little better. We're going to go ahead and jump right into a game. New setup, new layout. Hope you like it. Go ahead and jump right into it as the camera's pretty bad. Look at that. Down here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, Cloud Kingdom, it is Iamchops, or most likely Iamchops, the red Zerg player. And his opponent, the blue Zerg player, up in the top right-hand corner, jamesykins. There we go. There's jamesykins versus Iamchops, because I don't think that's an L, but it could be. Basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to call him James, and I'm going to call the red Zerg Chops, because apparently I cannot read today. We do have this replay courtesy of reddit.com/r/castit, a subreddit dedicated to letting people get their games casted, and also to letting people cast games. That's kind of what made me want to do it. I said, oh, these people are posting games for not good people to cast, and you just practice and you get better at it. So if it's something you're interested in, I certainly encourage you to do so. As we see James here at 15 going to go ahead and drop down his spawning pool. I would encourage you guys here coming July 1st to check out sc2radio.com, and the 15 hash did go down for Iamchops. July 1st, sc2radio.com launches. I will be doing a bit called the Daily Pitchfork, 3 days a week for an hour a day. We're just going to talk about news, drama, and everything in between. It should be pretty exciting. 15 hash 15 pool did go down for Iamchops. I like that on this map a lot, actually. A lot of people go the 14-14 to be safe and then follow up with a 15 hatch. But see, like when you go 15 hatch, you got that slight marginal edge, which at the Masters level, which this replay is from, by the way, the Masters level, that slight edge can be enough. This choke right here, 2 evolution chambers and a spine crawler, and then a queen holds that wall off, actually. Or at least holds it off well enough that your lings can get a good engagement point and you can win with a far inferior number of lings. So I really like that. And we do see both players grabbing their gas at about the same time. They are going to pop relatively soon. James is going to be slightly behind. And it looks like that both players are just going to go for a standard speed opening build. I would guess there's no reason to do anything different on this map or on this for this matchup. Speedling's very important in this matchup. If you forget them, you pretty much lose. It's one of those deals where if your opponent goes for it and you don't, you lose. First queen is out for James, and the first queen is probably shortly on the way here. It is about halfway done for Chops here. And is this queen going to get an overlord kill? It looks like it probably will. Maybe that queen with its range, but that overlord with its speed, it will get it. Yep, not even actually going to be close at all. Gets it very nicely done there by James. Supply blocking him, but an overlord did just pop. But it will force Iamchops to build another overlord. And we do see the double queens are now up for Chops. Queen not at the natural yet for James. There is just now joining the fray. So both guys at double. We do have a little bit of a ling run by here, and this is very good for Chops. He's going to get in there and see absolutely everything. So you're going to see the drone count, the gas count, and another ling over here getting the exact same amount of information. ZVZ scouting is so imperative to know exactly how many drones your opponent has. Because if your opponent has more drones than you, that means he has less of an army, assuming all other things equal. And likewise, if he has more army, you know you have more drones. So therefore you can capitalize on your advantage. It's a game of inches, ZVZ. Both players do have speed on the way and a Baneling Nest. James's Baneling Nest is a little farther along the road, as well as 12 Zerglings are in production. So it'll be very interesting to see what he does with his Zerglings. 16 lings are on the way for Chops, however. It'll be interesting to see what he does with these lings. That spine crawler is going to deal with those Zerglings very nicely there, and we do see lings being rallied across the map here for James. Checking out the worker and army tab, and 12 to 19 is the army supply. James is in the lead there, but Chops with the superior worker supply, and he's going to go up to 6 more workers. Here we go. We have a little bit of a ling chase, and James knowing he needs to back the F up, and look at all those Banelings morphing on the ramp. Here we go with the lings running up the ramp here. Are they going to try to go up? That would be very silly of them, because those lings are going to pop very soon. Not enough here for Chops. He's going to be forced to retreat. 44 supply for both players. Both players actually soft supply blocked. Not very good position to be in at all. Chops just now finishing that up. Morphing 4 banelings of his own. And it looks like a little bit of an explosion did go down over here. I don't think it was that big of a deal. Actually, let's just check to make sure. 450 to 250. So yeah, it was kind of a bigger deal. Not a good trade for Chops, but at the same time, nothing that's going to cost him the game. I apologize for missing that. We do see more Banelings are morphing here. And something that should be noticed about Masters players is their Overlord spread. We did have a little bit of a Ling run by over here. The SCVs did deal with it just fine, though. Banelings rolling up the ramp here. Actually, Banelings down here to defend. Will they get anything? There's action all over the place. 2 Banelings in the natural. Oh, going to kill a lot of drones here. Very poorly done by jamesykins. And actually going to lose a lot more here. One Baneling does blow up for nothing for James, and there's plenty of Lings to actually even take out this Queen if he tried hard enough. And no, the Baneling actually does come in and do a lot there, but how many workers were killed in that engagement? Chops killed 8 workers there. Not as many as I thought went down, but still a good bit did go down there. Very nicely done by him. And what's going on in the production tab, Roach Warren is going up for Iamchops, so it looks like he wants to switch to that mid-late game army composition that we do see so very often in ZVZ. Checking out the army and workers tab because that is so important in ZVZ. Iamchops with a huge worker supply lead, up by 5, and with a 2 army supply lead, so he is in the lead in every way possible. Something that should be noted in ZVZ, the reason we keep checking the workers tab is because in any kind of mirror matchup, the slightest difference in workers is so imperative. Alright, 7 drones are on the way for jamesykins, so he's going to be catching up a little bit there. +1 attack is going down for Chops, and +1 carapace is going down for jamesykins, so those will cancel each other out. And Overlord is being sacrificed here to get a check out on the drone count and the gas count, everything in between. And the other Overlord is going to come in here, and he is going to spot that there is no lair. But is he going to spot, however, the evolution chamber? Doesn't look like he will. It's not imperative if he does. He did scout at the very last second. Not one of those game-breaking scouts, but at the same time it lets him know, okay, so my opponent is going for upgrades as well. We do see that James is going for his lair. Chops still stuck on Hatch Tech. It'll be interesting to see how long he decides to stay on Hatch Tech, because at Hatch Tech you can't get those crucial upgrades like 2-2 or Roach Speed. Roaches get insanely good at 2-2. Roaches are good at 1-1 and 0-0, obviously, but they get really good at 2-2. They start to do sick amounts of damage at that level. But alright, here we do have moving out a little bit of a push for Iamchops. And let's see here, more crawlers are going down, a little wall of crawl here from James. Let's see what kind of damage that Chops can do against this. I don't think he's going to do a whole lot of anything, to be honest. There are enough spine crawlers, 18 Lings, 12 Banes in production. Especially with these Queens, if they get off some good damage here. Actually, canceling the spine crawler. When I look at this positioning here, I think the crawlers are spread out enough that he could focus fire them down individually. But I don't want to get too crazy. Here come Bailey's rolling in, not doing a whole lot of damage, and we are going to have an engagement here. Bailey's actually crashing over absolutely everything, weakening up all of those roaches, as you can see there. Oh my gosh, but there's still more remaining for Iamchops. 82 supply to 56. The Banelings were not effective against the roaches at all. Banelings crashing over all the Queens. Not very cost-efficient use of the Banelings either. We'd like to see those go to the drones, but it looks like there is going to be enough. 22 Lings are in production. 10 did just pop for jamesykins. 12 more are on the way. +1 melee is about to finish as well, and that will help out James a motherload. And here we have all the Banelings morphing up here inside the main of jamesykins. Iamchops gonna get surrounded here and maybe forced out, but was the damage done? That is the question. Although a lot of damage might go down here in the main, and those roaches might get cleaned up, but here are the Ling counter. Checking out the army tab, it looks like Chops with the lead, but however, Banelings pretty good against Lings, as you can tell right here. Not cost-efficient use of those Lings against those Banes at all. 64 supply to 73 to 61 now in favor of Chops. Here come more Banelings, and will... Oh, big Baneling hit coming. Big Baneling hit. Oh, he could have had a huge Baneling hit. Oh, and he does. There's another big Baneling hit. Baneling's going into the worker line. Could pop here. Don't pop on the Queen. Oh, they do pop on the Queen. And the Banelings. And Iamchops GG's. Oh, I thought that was premature. Well, he's up in supply. He has Lings rallying. Let's check out. That's a really interesting game from both of these players. jamesykins with a pretty good hold, not cost-efficient use of the Banelings. Let's check out the units lost tab. Not too different between Iamchops and jamesykins. Checking out the workers tab. Iamchops with the lead, with the Ling lead. I think that is a premature GG. He's got 1250 in the bank. That's a premature GG, folks. Alright, well, good game from both players. Thank you to reddit.com/r/castit for providing that replay. You guys should go follow me on Twitter. You should... I'm Jermaine is my Twitter. You should subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the little link below. Just subscribe. You should do it because it really helped me out. It's a far off goal, but I'd like to make partner on YouTube. I think it'd be cool. Check out sc2radio.com. July 1st, the daily pitchfork. And also be on the lookout for the semi-pro Starcraft League. I got to start hyping that up. I got to get you guys a website to go to, and I'll be casting that along with Metal Teeth 9, youtube.com/Metal Teeth 9. Go check him out too. I like him a lot. Good guy. And we're actually going to go ahead and end this, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. This has been Jermaine casting Starcraft 2.